Little ticket talk though, yo. I've been getting smitted ashed on the gambling tip, yo. I ain't gonna lie, yo.
Man, you ain't the only one. I don't
Yeah, I've
even
been
want
getting.
to talk about gambling.
Well, good. I wanted to get out of the way because we always end up talking about a ticket or something before we, you know, what I mean, somewhere in the middle or something like that. I'm glad that you don't want to talk about it, but I
Yeah,
just
no,
wanted
the only ticket I even got that's even active right now is Justin Fields to win MVP in 2023.
Justin Fields to win MVP in 2023. I mean, that's
Yeah,
definitely a long shot. So I can see that being worth a lot of ham. You know what I mean?
it's not as good as you would think though. They only plus 2,000.
You said only plus 2,000.
Yeah, you
What
would think they would be higher.
what you put down on it though?
$10.
Oh, all right. So
So
what's the payout on that?
$200.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, if I'd have bet 50 or something like that, it would have been a decent bet. But should have just cash at me that.
That boy crazy.
Who was that? All I
It's
see is
Tahim.
Facebook user.
It's Tahim, y'all. Cause we cross platform now. That's Tahim talking about. He said that you should just cash app that. But that boy be on fire though. He had that 3 racks last week.
Hmm.
To be more gooch, my man. We streaming on YouTube now. Y'all figured that shit out. So my man, the Be More Gooch say what's up. You'll say you. That's my man. That's my man G Collins. Be More Gooch. But yeah, for real. Let me see something. I just wanna hey yo everybody real quick, and then we can get into channel.
Yes,
Yo, funny yo.
man. YouTube.
Well, we good, y'all. Yeah, man. You been checking out the tournament though? You been watching any of the tournament?
Yeah, yeah. I'm low key. Well, I was watching it before the FDU game went off for real. Had a few dollars on FDU, and they ended up selling my shit. So that was the last couple of dollars I lost. I know you said
Oh
we
yeah,
said we weren't going to talk about it, but that's why
yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, but real quick though, top two, what it do, baby? Man, my man GTD in a hizzy tonight.
Yeah, the
We
dude.
actually doing something new for real because we streaming on several platforms tonight. We on YouTube, we on Twitter, we
You
on
want to watch
Facebook,
something?
and we on Twitch. You know what I mean? So we streaming tonight for real. But we was just talking about the going over the little NCAA tournament. I haven't really been into college basketball as much as I had been in previous years, and it's crazy since the gambling wave swept through. It seems as though I would have been watching more college basketball than ever, but I just haven't been watching, and I've been losing. Trying to bet on college basketball off of the rhythm of the games and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, college basketball easy a little easy. It's a little easier to gauge for the most part, but then you still gotta be wary of them big ass upsets for real. Because at the end of the day, basketball more so than football, in my opinion, is like any given night, any given Sunday. Like
Right.
a shitty team or a team that you should be better than, they can even score with the way the 3 point the 3 point shot that took over the game for real. So that college shit do be a little crazy.
Right. Um, Maryland got smashed yesterday.
Yeah, they lost to the number one seed though.
Who's that?
Like,
Alabama.
yeah, they literally lost to the number one seed, not
To
like
to to the
a
number
number one
one seed.
seed. Yeah, like not a number one seed, the number one seed with
Right.
probably the best college player in the country on their team.
Is that Shorty that's going through the thing right now
nigga,
with the
nigga
gun?
fighting a body, putting up 20.
Yeah, that's crazy, yo.
Like
That's
the
crazy.
the
That
mental toughness. Like they say, GM's loving that shit.
you said the GM's loving it, yo.
They said GM's is loving that shit.
I can believe that shit. I can believe
Hey,
it. Yeah, but they
that's
really Saheem said Brandon Miller. Yeah, I'm not even I can't even draft guru this year, yo. I can't do no draft guruing. Everything I learned from these cats would have to be from YouTube from this point on.
Nah, Brandon Miller really, yeah, he that though. I say that. Like, yeah, they said he's showing mental toughness dealing with the situation and still giving buckets. Like,
I mean,
they
it's mental
legit saying
toughness.
that.
It's mental toughness, but they also worried about what's going on with Ja though. You know what I mean? What's up with these? He's coming in with background issues, and I think the draft niggas probably like that shit because they hoping to make him slip in the draft some.
But it ain't. Cause you see what Hooks just said. They finding a way to motherfucking to justify the shit. Like, they spinning it. Oh, I like his mental toughness in the face of the situation, as opposed to the way it was when it first happened. They was crucifying them for real. Like, niggas
Right.
definitely softening up on him. They was praising him for, because he had put up like not against
Man,
us.
that might mean that nigga a
Uh,
sociopath, nigga.
could be. I,
That
you
might mean
know,
he's a sociopath. But the thing about it is, if you can if you can channel that pathology and keep it away from criminality, that can just make for a superior athlete. You know what I mean?
well, yeah. I mean, I think he going 3 after Scoop. Like, me personally, I'm taking Scoop over William Bomber.
That's a big one, y'all. Definitely like switch the narrative to fit their vibe. Who said that? Oh, that's
Once
Deuce that
they,
said that. That's my man Deuce Kong. I don't know why I can't get y'all names up. I think it's because we went multi-platform. They just put Facebook user. But I can see that's
that's
my
all
man
good.
Deuce Kong. See that they definitely switched.
G-Unit. What it is,
They,
Deuce?
they definitely switched the narrative up. But that's a hot take, yo. You said you would definitely take Scoot over Victor.
Let me
Why?
tell you why.
Is it the wrist
Once
thing?
they
Is it
had a report that said that Victor was like 7'6" or something
so they said
crazy
he's
like that.
7'6" now. It
Seven
was 7'5"
six.
in shoes yesterday.
Yeah, he say like 7'6". So even if he's 7'5", the injury history for 7+ footers in the league is crazy. Chet got injured. He didn't even make it to the fucking first game of the season. And I know Victor put together better than Chet or whatever the case is, but at the same time, I don't trust it. Scoop, you see the way Scoop built?
Yeah, I seen how he built though.
Pause.
Pause.
Pause. So I knew that was coming. You see the way Scoop built?
Yeah,
Like,
pause.
hey, that shorty a tank. Like, his body
P Money,
built
what's up,
for
my
the
man?
his body built for the wear and tear that the NBA gonna have for
Yeah,
real.
yeah, yeah. He
So
built for he built for the long haul athleticism. Yeah, I agree
yeah,
with that.
so I think Victor gonna be a problem. You feel me? And at best, he gonna be KP, which ain't a bad player. Chris
I
Tapps
think no,
Porzingis is a
I think KP is floor, y'all.
all right, cool. Let's say KP is floor, but injuries gonna stop him from getting to a ceiling.
We assuming
I am definitely assuming, but history tell me I'm right.
he built
So
like Edwards. Who's that? I can't.
out Minnesota.
Yeah. He a different animal, yo. Like I don't know if we seen anything like as far as guards like yo for real to tell the truth, because he was NBA ready physically in 11th grade. Because his first year in the G League was like what was
His
supposed to be
12th
his
grade
junior.
year.
No, that was supposed to be his
Oh, it was his
junior year.
junior.
His
Damn.
first year in the G League was supposed to be his junior year. Um, but, 2 years. Yeah, he left school a year early, high school a year early, to graduate, and then he what's the name? That's why he can come out this year, because this would have been his 12th grade year right here. But he left. He reclassified so that his class so that he can get 1 year away from his class. 2 years in the G League. Now he's going to the NBA. Like he's supposed to be a 12th grader this year. So he really supposed to be in
In Bronny
Bronny
class.
class. He's supposed to be in Bronny class. That's
Okay.
crazy.
Okay.
Shit, Bronny another one too though, yo. I think we gonna see next year. I think we gonna see next year that Shorty, yo, he the deal, yo, for real. What you think about Bronny, yo?
I like what I see from him. I think
He gonna be the perfect compliment to a nigga like Scoot, yo.
if his father was anybody other than LeBron James, people would be talking about him as a real intriguing prospect. You feel me? Like I think he'd be shooting up. I think he'd be shooting up boards, and people be in love with him for real, as opposed to them shooting up boards now, and people saying that it's just because of LeBron. He can
Yeah,
shoot, he can pass, he can play defense, and he athletic. Like he
yeah,
not a dude to need the ball to get into the game or whatever for real. Like he played the game kind of like his father in the sense that he real cerebral with it for real. So like you
yeah.
said, I think if you put him with
Is that Taheem?
Batman,
I saw.
he'll be a real good Robin.
Right. That's why I said. That's why I said somebody like Scoot. I think they'd be. I think they'd be good. And plus, I think Bronny. He probably get another inch pause.
Yeah, that's Taheem if he's saying he's gonna be a better Melton.
Yeah. That I saw that. I saw that comp, but another comp I saw was a more athletic Drew Holiday, and that I think that's a real good comp for him. And Drew Holiday
I
is
mean,
very
that's
athletic.
cool. I would say that's cool. I was low key thinking a more athletic Jalen Brunson, but uh, Drew a good comp. Like,
Yeah.
but Drew, like you said, Drew low key like top tier athletic wise though. Like,
But they
how
kind.
much
But they
more
kind of
athletic? How much more athletic you gonna get than Drew though?
another level up.
That's tough
I
to
mean,
be
Bronny
more
doing shit,
athletic
bro.
than.
I mean, Bronny doing shit like his head up on the rim type shit though. That's what I'm saying. And he's going to get more explosive over the next year or two if he don't get injured. You know what I mean?
All right,
So
I'm gonna tell
I
you
kind of
something.
I kind of I kind of see that.
Hear me out on the legacy kids real quick before we get back
Yeah,
on track. Cayenne over Bronny.
Cayenne over Bronny. That's not his comp. His competition is Bryce.
I know what you said, and I know what I just said. But we're not even comparing him to Bryce because he's nicer than Bryce.
Will he be in another year?
Yeah,
But that's
I
his
got
comp. They're in the
Cayenne
same.
averaging.
They're in the
I
same
got
grade.
I got Cayenne averaging 20 and 10 next year or 20 and 8 next year. He gonna take
Bronny
that leap.
Sale and Bill. I seen that too. My man SB Productions 757. Yo, welcome. Thanks for hopping on our demonstration, my man. Bronny Sailing is Bill. If Bronny Sailing is Bill
That's
offensively,
Shannon. That's Shannon.
okay. If Bronny Sailing is Bill offensively with his defensive package, you talking about that? That means he can be an MVP candidate at some point in time.
That's tough. You gotta
If
take
he,
that with a
I'm
grain of
saying,
salt. You
I'm
gotta take
saying
that
if
with
he
a grain of
Bill,
salt though, coming from Shannon. He a LeBron guy.
yeah, he a LeBron
LeBron
guy.
guy.
I'm just saying, ultimate case
If he
scenario.
is
If
Bill,
you
yeah.
saying
Now,
that,
if he is Bill, now if he's saying that's his ceiling though, that's tough.
yeah,
That's
if it's Sailing
MVP.
is Bill, and I see him being a All NBA type defender at his max. You know what I mean? I can see him being that type of guy, as dedicated and as athletic as he is. If he stays that athletic, Robert Dillingham, pretty good man. Robert Dillingham is nice. You talking about pretty good? Shorty is the shit. If you get a chance, watch some Robert Dillingham highlights. I know highlights not everything, but if you get a chance, that little nigga nice. See, talk about Sixers winning the
What he
finals.
is?
All
He
right,
in high school or
high school. He in the same class.
all
In the
right.
same, in the same class. But what we gonna do is,
Keep going.
cause this nigga talking about the Sixers, no Taheem, yo. But moving on though, yo. Since we still in the league, little
Hold on. I got 100 that the Sixers don't make the finals.
you you hear that Taheem? He say he got 100.
You know what?
100 on the Sixers
You know
not
what
making the
Taheem
final.
going to say? You know what he going to
What he gonna
say?
say?
Is you giving me Vegas odds?
Is you giving me Vegas odds?
Yeah, watch.
But I mean,
But
you gonna take that, Ty? He say 100 on the Sixers not making the finals.
yeah, he asked me to bet on Sixers versus Knicks on what was that
I
Christmas.
mean
I bet him.
that's
You
serious. So
know,
he say he got 100 that they go further than the Knicks, yo.
well, they're a better team. You know,
Are they really
like,
a better team though?
that's cool. I got 100 that if we play the Sixers at any point in the playoffs, it's going 7.
That's a terrible ass bet, yo. He's saying
That's what I
he's
got.
saying that the Sixers going further than the Knicks.
I'm not gonna bet that
Okay.
because I don't think the Knicks gonna go further in the first round.
Hey Ty, but you don't have confidence that the Sixers going to the finals.
He the one that came on the
Yeah,
post and
I
said
get
that the
that. That's what
Sixers
I'm
won in
saying.
the finals. Like, I ain't say the Knicks was going to the finals. I don't think the Knicks even going to the ECF.
Yeah. But they say that Ja gonna be back sooner than later. The demon back. The demon's back.
Told you, I could just bet Vegas.
Yeah, yo. What you think about Ja's return, yo? And is it gonna affect the West?
Not really. I think I mean, it is going to affect it in the sense that they was already a team to be taken, to be trifled
Right.
with. Niggas thought that he was going to be out for a long period of time or whatever the case is, but he not. So he going to be able to, get back in his groove or whatever for real. Low key, is it bad for Memphis? Because he got injury history.
Yeah.
I'd have rather that sit out until the playoffs.
Until the playoffs or close to the playoffs, come back, get some rhythm.
Yeah, I mean, one, it would have been better optics for for the team and the league or whatever for real. Because a lot of people felt like it was a slap in the face that they gave him 8 games, but they prorated fucking 6 of them for real. Like that shit ain't it is what it is.
You said he prorated 6 of them, but that he already been out.
Yeah, so he had 8 games, so he only had 2, so he can come back Monday.
Oh shit, yeah, the Damon back. All right, so what?
Oh, so tomorrow he can come back tomorrow.
Right. So what I'm wondering, just theorizing, I'm wondering whether he's gonna come back. Is the team going steady and mature because of this, or was it not big enough a hit to where as though they just going to go back right to how they was? What you think?
They ain't never changed why he was out.
Yeah.
Like they not gonna change. Like, man, but low key, it is who they is. Like they can do all the on the court bullshit. They just gotta keep it on the court. You feel me? Like Draymond do a lot of stupid shit on the court, but you'll never hear about Draymond's name off the court.
Other than podcast shit, yeah.
Yeah, other than those type of sports headlines. Right. So they got adopt that. Like, we can toe the line, we can be the bad boys of this era, whatever the case is, but leave that shit there. Like, I don't know what it is with Ja, why he thought that he needed to be a thug, but he don't. Like, I hope he come back. I hope him in particular, he come back with like a different demeanor for real. Like, you can still be like, cocky and arrogant or whatever the way he played, but
yeah, he got
all that jumping in niggas' faces and
right.
That shit unnecessary.
He got to find that balance between still keeping his umph on the court and staying the fuck out of trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hopefully he's not one of them people that think that they go hand in hand. You know what I mean? And I think that was probably one of his problems. He thought they went hand in hand. You know what I mean? But
like,
yeah,
it's like he got to the league, like. When he was getting drafted and they was doing these specials on him and shit like that, he didn't portray himself like that.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if he was hiding, like you said, he was hiding a demon in the closet or whatever the case is, or what. No. But he didn't portray himself like that, and he didn't. It wasn't no hints in him. If anything, he reminded me of I don't know if you ever watched the LaDainian Tomlinson interview for real. How I watched I watched Ja do an interview before he got drafted, and he always talked about how his father never really gave him props or never told
Okay,
him
yeah,
that
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
congratulations or whatever the case is. He always kind of
You sure
like
that wasn't? You sure
shrugged
that
off his
wasn't?
accomplishment.
You sure that wasn't Adrian Peterson?
What that it happened to first?
No, because I know. No. Barry. It was Barry Sanders.
Yeah, that's what was it LT or Barry? It might
I
have
think
been.
it
Yeah,
was
it was
Barry
Barry
Sanders.
Sanders.
I think it was
Yeah,
Barry
because his
Sanders.
father kept saying you ain't walked the Peyton.
Yeah, it was Barry Sanders.
Yeah, so his father kept saying. So it's kind of like that situation. I kind of like equated him to that. Like he was like a humble, small town dude
Right.
who really just wanted the approval of his father for real.
Right,
Like
and and that kind of I can see that power and his attitude on the court. All of that. Ain't nobody better than me. Shit from his father saying you ain't AI. I'm just throwing a player out there. You know what I mean? But his father said, but you ain't no AI. You know what I mean? So
right.
that can power you on the court, and that makes sense with his on court demeanor. Even the interviews talking about, oh, I cook Jordan. You know what I mean?
All right. So
It
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I would say I say that to ask if his father had that type of power over him or that type of influence over him to be able to motivate him like that, where did that power or influence in his life go to not be able to grab him by the collar like Doug, you fucking up? Like
Um, he could have possibly done that, and then Josh still be fucking up. You know what I mean? Because it's still it could still be a thing. Like you know what I mean? Some immaturity there, and one of them things like you know what I mean? You know, you helped me get here, but I'm the one that's doing it. You know what I mean? Type thing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know what I mean? But I can
it's
imagine. I can imagine that there's been you know what I mean at the very least some talks. You know what I mean?
all right. So flip it. LeVar Ball just said some wild shit. Did some wild shit.
Right.
Lonzo or LaMelo or even the other one, Leangelo, they ain't never come out or they ain't never demonstrate a lack of respect for him the way that Ja Morant demonstrated a lack of respect for his father.
I agree. Oh, and I mean, and enough like it could be a spectrum of things that's going on there. And one of the things that could possibly be going on there is that the mother and father might be a little too turned up into the lifestyle themselves.
I think that's what it is. LeVar was an older nigga.
Yeah,
He had his wife. He was settled down.
yeah. Main
He
man is in. The reason I said that, not to cut you off. The reason I said that is because dude is in my generation. You understand what I'm
right.
saying? He in my generation, so there could possibly be some immaturity issues. You know what I mean? Um, he could not. Most fathers are going to live somewhat vicariously through their sons, but he could be taking that to the next level and also reliving his NBA baller dreams himself.
Okay,
You know what I
I can
mean?
agree with that.
I'll use myself as an example. You know what I mean? And this is the biggest example. You know what I mean? I be making rap songs with my nephews. You know what I mean? My nephews that's 20 something, early 20s, late teens. I be making rap music with them. I let them smoke and everything around me and all that stuff. But also I'm also at the same time trying to guide them into, you know what I mean, not being in certain lifestyles also at the same time. So I'm still trying to influence them positively, but at the same time, I'm still introducing and certain things are complicit. You know what I mean? So I can see where a situation like that can go in certain directions. What if I can see I can see myself handling it better, but I just imagine, let's say like my nephew, you know what I mean, Ace the Dragger. Shout out to Ace the Dragger. Let's say like he blow. You understand what I'm saying? He's still gonna include me in his life. You understand what I'm saying? So what if somebody like me got caught up in whatever the little rap shit was? It would be no different. You understand what I'm saying? So I can see where it could be some maturity issues where the parents are too lit. You know what I mean? Like the mother calling him down to the fucking foot action to come handle some business with one of the employees, yo, a foot action nigga and shit, and him bringing 8 niggas down there and her being complicit to that type of behavior. You know what I mean? So it could be some of that involved, yo.
Yeah, I mean, so if that's the case, then the parents more at fault than Jai at that point. In my opinion, you know, parents gotta still be parents. It don't matter if my son was to do YouTube and he was to get rich and he technically the breadwinner in the family, he's still gonna
Right.
be my motherfucking son.
Fucking son, that's still
Fuck
gonna
that.
be your boy. You know what I mean?
Like you when you fucking up, when you doing something stupid or whatever the case is, it's your job as a parent, whether they agree with what you're saying or not, for real, to check them for real. And I don't think T doing that, because I know, in my opinion, from what I've seen from both of them, is LeVar Ball would have snatched job and ran up. Motherfucking
Who's that?
a
Tasha?
business partner.
That got to be Tasha, yo. I ain't even gonna look at Tasha. I already know.
What the fuck was I about to say? Lonzo Ball got, what was it, couple 1.5 million or some shit like that stolen from him by LeVar business partner. Never once publicly did they come out and wild out on LeVar Ball for real.
Right.
Like, you know, it's a respect thing. I don't think that respect level there fully with Ja. I think they more friends than parent son for real. It probably went from coach athlete to friends. It was never probably really a father son situation.
Yeah, I was about to say they probably ordered. Yeah. I can see that. I can see that. And Ja probably never really gave him any problems, any off court like serious problems in the first place for them to had to get into the shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I can see that. But what we gonna do is
Keep going. Keep going.
Got shout out my man Brucey out here. He got the motherfucking the turquoise blue buffs on. See my man.
Oh no. These is completely bootleg. I was testing the lookout. I'm testing the lookout. Somebody, one of my homeboys left these in the store, and I called him. I told him I'm gonna rock them. But I was testing the lookout, and I think might like it, so I might delve into the buff territory. I'm gonna have
to the buff territory.
But I found out from our my man, shout out to my man Go Show Barry. I found out because I asked him. I said, "What makes buffs buffs?" I was like, "Is it any designer frames of a particular style, or do they specifically have to be Cartiers?" And he said they have to specifically be Cartiers.
And they got had a buffalo joint on
And they
side.
specifically got to have a buffalo on them, yo. I know now. But what you don't use the shotgun sound effect no more. You missed the shotguns already, yo. I still got it, yo. I still got it, Shannon. You must have missed the shotguns. But what I've determined is I like the style more than I particularly have to have Cartiers. So what I did was I did some research and I saw some nice frames by Gucci. I saw some nice frames by Tom Ford. I saw some by my man. It was a couple different designers. So I got a couple different frames lined up because I need glasses anyway. So I got a couple buff like styles lined up. But I more than likely won't be getting any Cartiers. You know what I mean? Who that talking about? Cartier with buffalo on the side. Yeah, that's right. Where's Shannon? I know. Who was that said that? Who agreed?
Conway.
Oh, that's my man. That's my man Rich. Yeah, Rich. Yeah, the Cartiers with the buffalo on the side. I'm trying to tell you, I did not know why they was called buffs, yo, and until Ghost Show Barry told me, yo. You know what I mean? We're gonna YouTube Tasha. All right, that's what it is. But back to it. Booker to Reek, my boy. Reek is back. What you think about the start of the season, yo?
Um, they some super villains, bro.
They some super
Like,
villains, my nigga. Hold up. What's shorty name, yo? What's the new
Noma.
Noma? Noma. Yeah.
Noma is a super villain. Tell me, tell me why, in what world they would cut off the chick whole hand.
Nah.
Dude worth, dude gotta be worth billions. He
he going
spent
there to get
5 million at an auction.
5 million at auction. There's no world where them white people would have been harmed to that extent to get that ring from them. The world don't exist where drug dealers do stuff like that, y'all.
They wasn't masked up or nothing.
Yeah, unless it's some
Like,
type of hit or something like that or something, I can see that. But nah, y'all.
he
Nah.
could have ran down on him, ski masked up, pistol whipped him, took the ring, and left.
Yeah, but that was just a friendly. That was a friendly reminder of the outlandishness of Power Universe drug lords, y'all. That's all that was.
All right. My second thing I need to talk about when it comes to Noma is not really a thing on her. It's more so on the writers of power or the motherfucking the security in this penthouse. It's too easy for motherfuckers to get to your penthouse.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
It's
way
it's,
too
it's way too
easy.
easy.
Like,
It's way too easy. Um,
like,
maybe she had a key or something. I don't know.
it was just too
That
easy, bro.
that
The lights went out. The
maybe she
lights
had a
went
key.
out, and
It
they
was
was
the
too
super
tactical.
villainy, y'all. You know, super
Yeah, that's what I'm
villains.
saying. They was real
You know, all
tactical.
super villains got a super tech guy. You know what I mean? All of them got a super tech guy. All of them got a karate guy. You know what I mean? So they got that covered. We just gonna suspend belief and just be like, she got all that covered. That's what they doing to us.
So you don't think that the spot was under surveillance? They saw them people going in there, or the security team, because he just got killed in it. What they
Uh-huh.
said it been 27 days or whatever it been.
They already the surveillance had been dropped because the only person that was surveilling it was the white cop dude. He was the only one surveilling it, and he not surveilling it 24 hours a day. So I'll let
They
that
felt
part
bad.
go.
Now you know the DA still on their ass. They just
No,
they
he
want
only
them to think that it's light.
the DEA on their ass, but you remember the cop dude that was watching it. They only had that one cop dude surveilling it.
Yeah, he was doing that on his own.
I thought what's the name? I thought the chick sent him over there.
No, he went over there on his own,
Okay.
and she ended up wilding him out for going over there and shit, and telling him to drop it or whatever the case was, because
Right,
she
right,
don't
right.
want nobody to. She basically was hiding the fact that Lauren's still alive for real.
Right. And don't what it get tipped off that they get watched. You know what I mean? They want them to do some shit first. You know what I mean?
I skipped ahead, but I want to say the if you don't see a body, the person ain't dead, is a fucking fact.
It's a
Like,
fact, yo. It's a
it is
fact.
a fucking fact. Like,
It's a fact. Yeah.
it is a fucking fact.
Everybody on power that been killed, we didn't see them get killed, yo.
Mm-hmm. Like, that's a fact, though. I'm like,
We done
yeah.
seen them get
You know, a
killed.
lot of people, because a lot of people was debating back and forth last season
Oh yeah, all day.
whether or not she was dead.
Yeah, you saw the preview though. So Effie did think she killed her. She thought she rolled her into what's her name? I don't know why she didn't shoot her first, but she thought she thought she rolled her into the water.
The trailer, but I mean, I guess she didn't want to shoot her because she wanted it to look like an accident.
Right. So no, because immediately people start talking about Effie is the CI, but Effie not the CI. She was talking about Cooper Sacks.
I was about to say I don't see how anybody could think that the CI is anybody other than Sack. She literally like
No,
they
because if Effie was the one that let Lauren live, that means she could have been a CI in the background. But next week episode is going to show us that Effie is Effie, that she really tried to kill her. You know what I mean? She
Oh
really
yeah, I
tried to kill her.
mean, Effie never gave me any. I mean, that would be good writing on Power part, and I don't like to pick apart a show that I enjoy a lot. But Power writing ain't that good to do that.
Right.
I mean, they're more straightforward with how they write stuff for real. So like the way they portray Effie after the fact and all that shit for real, she was too remorseful to not had thought that she killed Shorty.
Right. I agree with that. And it's not that Power writing is not bad. Power just don't do twists. They don't quite do twists like that. Like you said, murders, we see them on the screen. Killings, we see them on the screen. Um, if somebody is a CI, we see everything that they doing. It's just the other characters are not seeing them being a CI. So they'll show every CI that we've seen them working with the cops. You know what I mean?
Yo, I
So
didn't
I
say
I, I agree with that.
I done seen Lorenzo the CI. I done seen Effie the CI. I done seen Lauren the CI. I'm like, how the fuck Lauren gonna be the CI? And she's supposed to be dead. Who the fuck she coming in contact with to get information?
Right, right.
Like, like
Lauren's supposed to
motherfucking
been a
Effie
Lauren
was
was
the only one that could have made sense. But
right,
like I said, the way they played her out, like it just couldn't be her.
right,
Lorenzo don't really have shit to gain from being the inside man for real.
right.
I didn't see any people say it was Kane. I'm like, why the fuck would Kane turn into a rat?
Yeah, that's silly. Um,
Like,
speaking
Kane
of
enjoy that
Lorenzo,
shit.
speaking of Lorenzo, Diana is now a student and she's living on campus. What's the name of the school? Stansfield. At Stansfield.
Stanfield.
Lorenzo said, I made some calls and I got you on campus, baby girl.
Yeah, that shit wild.
Mamita, I got you on campus, mamita. What kind of
Yeah.
bullshit is that, yo?
Yo, not only did he get
What
her
kind of
into
bullshit?
the school, not only did he get her into the school, he
Well,
got her.
she got into the school on her own merit because
All right, yeah,
she
all right,
made
cool. But she chose St. John.
no they put her in St. John.
Same difference. So
Yeah,
she was already enrolled in another school.
right,
She got enrolled there.
right.
She found housing.
No, she didn't. No, she ain't find housing. Lorenzo made some calls
All right, cool.
and got her
Lorenzo
some
found
housing.
housing. So
My point is, the point I'm making is, how did Lorenzo Tejada make some phone calls and be like, yeah, this is Lorenzo Tejada. Yeah, the Tejada's, the drug lord dude. Yeah, the one, the name that's floating around campus, with the investigations and the murders and stuff. I want my daughter to go there.
hear me out.
And I want her to have a room. You got
Hear
me?
me out. Him and Lucas did some type of dirt.
Lucas, who's
And
Lucas?
Lucas is the father brother, the Westfield or Western father brother. So he the uncle. Lucas Weston. Peep me out. Lucas got her in there and got her in the room for real. Because you gotta get some type of permission from a Western to be able to use that room.
So, good theory. Good theory. You probably need to get in that writer's room. They better explain this shit. This shit better come out.
Got to. So
That shit better come out.
Because
Because if they
you
that
remember the
cool,
mother
if they
was in
that
there
cool,
wilding.
if they that cool, Lorenzo could get a front or something from yo or something too. You know what I mean?
That's also true. But was like, remember the mother wilding that being a room for the Western,
Right.
you know, if she
Yeah,
didn't want him in there,
I
he
remember
couldn't
that.
be in there.
Like
Like,
I
all
said,
right, so how the fuck
it's an
Diana get
awesome
in there?
theory. It's an awesome theory. They need to say that shit.
Somebody said it's Tasha said it's breaking up. I don't
Yeah.
know what's breaking up. It might be
Let
me.
me see. No, the stream might be breaking up, but yeah, man, yo, they got to explain that to me, man.
Yeah, no, I need that too. I need that too. Okay. What was I about to say? She said it's
Teacher
me.
assistant Yo was on Diana. Teacher assistant Yo was on Diana. Um,
I'm glad she
the
called out that corny ass line. I'm not even a female, and I hate when dudes tell a female to smile. Like
yeah,
that shit grinds my fucking gears. Like,
yeah, yeah. The
like
only
maybe she
time,
don't want to smile today, bro.
yeah.
Hey, I don't want to sound like a pick me ass
No, for
to
real.
grind my
It's
gears.
just not. It's not being a pick me. All right. If you are giving game, it's impossible for you to be a pick me nigga. You understand what I'm saying? It's impossible, and you're giving game by saying that.
Okay, okay. Well, yeah, Tasha agree with me.
Yeah, but they main man he definitely on it, and the teacher I always liked her. She always been a baddie to me.
Yo,
Um
somebody posted her like character synopsis, and I
yeah,
think Stars fucked up because it
what you
says
mean?
she end up in a relationship with with Tariq and Braden.
What?
Yeah, I think they fucked up. I got to find it out, but it said some shit about her having a fling with Tariq and Braden catching feelings or some shit like that. And I'm like, what? Maybe they blended two stories together or whatever the case is. But
What?
I should have
I
sent the
think
shit to you when I
they
saw it.
might
That
have
shit
messed
was
up.
wild.
They might have messed up because Tariq has a new love interest that's going to be in this season. So I think they might be talking about
He already had three of them.
he's going to have a new
Three
love interest.
bitches.
Yeah.
So he gonna
Yeah,
have three bitches.
Tariq
He
does
gonna have to
that.
kill Effie though.
Tariq does that. You say you're going to have to kill Effie?
Yeah, he gonna have a body Effie.
Why you say that?
She's just unloyal by being loyal. It's fucked up. It's fucked up because she was being loyal to him, but she was unloyal for how she did it for real. Like, you know, he probably wouldn't have let her do it though. So I feel her.
Yeah, I mean we
He
gonna
gonna
see.
beat the shit out of Brayton too when he find out.
Oh, about the what's the name? Shit, he can't beat Brayton, yo.
You don't think he gonna beat the shit out of Brayton?
He can't beat Brayton, yo.
You don't think he can beat Brayton in a fight?
No, if Tariq beats Brayton in a fight, that's bad. That's bad writing. Tariq can't beat Brayton. Brayton no wrestling, all that wrestling shit, all that shit. He can't beat Brayton in a fight, yo. Brayton has
Damn.
already put hands. Brayton has already put hands on two people already, yo. He folded the nigga up at the party and the shit that happened outside when he was with Kane.
Damn.
Like Kane always be fucking with Brayton, but Brayton actually goes hard, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, yo.
Tariq can't
Damn,
beat
Tariq
Brayton.
gonna take the L to Brayton?
Fold, he gonna feed. It's phony if he don't fold him up like a pretzel, yo.
Damn. So Tariq might shoot him.
Tariq is not his daddy, yo. At some point in this series, they need to have some type of training montage, and he needs to level up his hand-to-hand combat skills, yo.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Nigga need to get in some type of boxing class or like anything, like fucking self-defense. Like,
Nigga need another mentor, yo.
hey,
he needed another mentor, yo. Like
50 wasn't the one. Like 50 wasn't really like skilled in fighting. 50 just whooped niggas' asses, or Kanan whooped niggas' asses for real. Like, I mean, like
no,
he needed
Kanan
to,
and Ghost could fight. That's this Ghost fault. Once again, it's Ghost
I
fault.
mean, Kanan could fight, but he was more like a brawler for real. When Ghost fought like he took classes on how to whoop niggas' asses.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, Kanan class was jail. You know what I mean?
that's what I'm saying. Like he more like a street brawler for real.
No, but
Tariq needed a nigga like Ghost.
You know there is an official jail kung fu style, yo, karate, self-defense, martial arts style. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is an official one. I'm trying to think of what movie like really delve deep into it. I think it might be called 52 Blocks or something like that. The name of the name of the martial art. If I got anybody, there's only 3 people on here. If any of the 3 people on here know what I'm talking about, go ahead and type it in the comment section. But is an actual jail martial arts style, and I'm talking about like it's practiced, it's taught. You know what I mean? It's a manual for the shit. You know what I mean? There's videos out here on it and everything, y'all. It's like it got like a whole lot of elbows, and it teach you how to defend against knife strikes. You know what I mean? Because if you're gonna get hit with the knife, you're supposed to get hit on this side of your arm with the knife, as opposed to anything inside of the head. So if you're gonna take a knife, you want to take it to the meat part right here, and then make your moves. You know what I mean? So, and also the style is conducive to fists and having a knife in your hand. So like most of the movements is like this, and there's a lot of blocks and shit, like, you know what I mean, and elbow strikes and palm strikes coming across like this and shit like that. It look cool, you know what I mean? It look really cool. But back to what you was talking about. Yeah, I agree. It does look like Ghost took some Krav Maga or something, you know what I mean? Shannon said Jailhouse Rock. I think that might be like a nickname for it, but it's something like 52 Blocks might be the name of it, or 50 something to it. You know what I mean? Because there's a certain amount of techniques like that add up to like 52 or something like that. But Jailhouse Rock is probably the nickname for it. Shannon. I think I heard that too. But I agree with you 100%, yo. That Ghost looks a lot more trained and looks a lot more technical in his fighting. I agree with that 100%. But once again, that goes back to Ghost. He didn't teach Tariq how to fight. Neither did Tommy. Neither
even if fucking 50
or Uncle Tommy taught him how to fight. 50 had the least time.
Or Kanan. But still, he had a lot of his influential years with him. And he only spent that getting him high off lane.
It wasn't years, yo. That shit was actually just like really months, yo.
Well, that time helped shape him.
Yeah, he taught him how to hustle, yo. He taught him how to hustle.
That time shaped him.
What he wanted. What he wanted Ghost to do. Teach me the game, Ghost. And that's what Kanan did, yo. That's what Kanan did.
Why would I teach my son the game that I'm trying to get out of?
100%. But at least teach him how to fight.
Yes. I'd have took him what Ghost should have did. Remember he woke him up with the gun?
Uh-huh.
I'd have took it further. Put your clothes on, bitch ass nigga. Made him go on a ride with me, nigga that owed me some money or some shit like that. I'd have bust that nigga right in front of him. This the type of shit you gotta do. He probably would have fell in love with it.
That's what I'm saying, yo. You know you talk about Tariq, right?
The whole time I'm thinking like that.
Right,
That nigga probably would love it.
Shit, man. That's Tariq you're talking about, yo.
This nigga would love that shit. He'd be like, "Get me in there, Dad. Let me kill the next one."
Right. Be me in the game. This is what I was talking about, Dad. You talking about Tariq, yo? You talking about the character with the DNA of Ghost and Tasha, the literal DNA of Ghost and Tasha. Tommy is uncle, and
Sure.
Kanan is mentor. Come on now, y'all.
Yeah, no, they facts. No, they facts. You know what's crazy? I don't have no more blacks. Sad face.
Fucking it's current big homie is fucking Simon Stern and shit.
Kane. Oh, that's Simon Stern. I was about to say his big homie ain't Kane.
Nah, Tariq
Kane
is
can
on
fight. He need to learn how to fight from somebody.
that. That's what I'm saying. At some point in time, like they can do that, yo. Be like, yo, I'm tired of seeing you get, you know what I mean? White boy
Kane
can
make a
fight
joke
over here.
about getting his ass whooped or something. You know, that mad and go start taking little classes and we get a fucking Rocky montage. I'd be okay with that.
Or like Kane teach the nigga how to fight, yo.
That is also an option.
Like, but it's real easy. White boy over there know how to hold, you know what I mean? Know how to hold it down. Tariq, man, yo, you weak with it, you know what I mean? You get him mad, say something about Effie. Tariq start charging at him and shit.
I was lying. I got something.
Oh yeah, yo, come on, yo.
What?
Chucky, yo. Tariq Chucky now, yo.
Yo, my thing is,
That
I'm
nigga
okay.
Michael Myers now, yo.
I'm okay with it, right? But how he did it was so sloppy, yo. Like if anybody ever find
it was a rage killing.
it wasn't a rage killing like Ghost. Like he automatically.
The accent in the night. That's funny.
She funny as shit. You remember when Ghost spazzed out and killed Charlie Murphy?
Right.
That was a rage killing. He blacked out. Now if Tariq would have blacked out and stabbed that nigga 100 times or 6 times or whatever the case is, like I'm okay with it. He stabbed that nigga one time and regretted it. Like
was it
grab the knife is
nah,
yeah, it was only once. He put it in him.
Like
I don't know. I gotta rewatch it. I remember him putting him in one time and then him like twisting it for real.
Nah,
but,
he definitely finished them before there was any regret, yo.
Okay, I gotta
He definitely finished them before it was any old shit. You know what I mean? Complete.
He should have slit his throat.
You say he should have slit his throat?
Should have slit his throat.
That's not rageful, yo.
The way he was sitting there running his mouth for real, it is to me. I'm looking at the knife before it happened, right? I'm like, oh, he raised slit his throat. I'm like, oh, he raised slit his throat. The nigga was right there being pompous and arrogant and everything like that. The knife's right there. He could have lifted the knife up.
That's just the
bitch.
That's too much precision compared to
bitch. Bitch.
Yeah, that's too much precision,
bitch.
Yo. Compared
you don't think so?
I
think he could have pulled that off, Phil. I think that would have let me know that Tariq is entering a new level of gangsterness.
I think that killing might have.
I mean, it signified it.
No,
but it ain't signified.
It signified that he entered a new level of monster. That's what.
He kill anything now.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have to kill him.
Nah.
But then again, neither did Brayton and Kane, and he was coming to kill him too. So
right.
I mean,
and I forgot about that fact. After it happened, I forgot about the fact that they was coming to kill him too, y'all.
Yeah, like they was coming to get him out of there too. Like, yeah, I mean, but which is cool. Like, I like that they all they gave them multiple reasons to have those three together this season. Right. And I like those three in scenes together for real. Like they vibe is always Kane and Brayton specifically. I like the way they interact with each other. But you throw Tariq in there too. Kane just be shitting on both of them back to back.
Yeah, that shit 100% is the Kanan Ghost Tommy remix. like 100%
Yeah.
and shit. You know what I mean?
And because you could definitely see the however they wrote Kane in the first season, they saw
Yeah,
how popular the character was, and they
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
pivoted for real. Like he went from being bona fide villain. I think they was building him up the first season to be the big bad for Tariq, the nigga that would be always like his
I,
his
I,
his
I disagree.
antagonist.
I
You don't think
disagree.
so?
No, because I heard the writer chick use the word character arc and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like they gave him a character arc after he became popular for real. The way the
Yeah,
last season ended and the way the second season started and progressed for real. Like he had an arc throughout the second season, but he didn't really have an arc through the first season. The first season he was shitty. He stayed shitty. He was shitty until the end. You know, the
yeah,
second
but I'm
season
saying
he was
if you're planning
immediately
on
remorseful.
if you're planning on having a multi year run, do you expose that arc the first season? Because at some point in time, he'll probably flip all the way back around at some point in time, also too. You know what I mean? So
I
we,
don't think so.
you don't think so?
You know the funny thing. I think Drew gonna be the one to screw him.
No, Tariq's putting that nigga in jail at some point in time.
Who, Drew?
Tariq is putting him in jail at some point in time.
Putting Drew in jail or
No,
Kane?
it's putting Kane in jail at some point in time.
You think you gonna tell on him?
He's not gonna tell. He's gonna do some Ghost Tasha type shit and put him away, yeah.
That shit is worse than telling. That shit worse than telling.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
I mean, I understood why Tasha and Ghost did it the first time instead of killing Kanan, but even still, that's fucked up.
It's real fucked up.
You gonna send a nigga to jail for what?
Trust
What was
me,
it?
Kanan would have rather had them go at him and try to kill him and get him out the way than to do like they did him and shit.
Yeah, that's why he was disappointed in Tariq when he did it.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the disappointment in his face. That was some of 50 best acting. See the disappointment in his face. But I thought that was a pretty good premiere. Noma.
I mean, I thought it was excellent. You know what I mean? Like, of course, shit's outlandish, yo. All right, but
Somebody called
you
it a
not
soap opera, and I think that's a good comparison. So if you call it a soap opera, I'm okay with that.
Power has always been black soap opera-ish. So
I'm okay with
I'm
that.
not,
It
I'm
says a step above Tyler Perry.
two steps, but it got something in the same realm almost. But what I have to say about Power is it don't have the same responsibility that BMF has. It doesn't.
Okay, they can do whatever they want.
Right. It's a fantasy. It's in its own universe.
They going to space.
Right. BMF could literally be in the Power universe.
That's what they should have did. Instead of calling it BMF, they should have called it something else and put it in the Power universe. Even now they can keep it at BMF and put it in the Power universe.
I'm about to say because
it might make it better.
They can cross it over at the very least. Cross it over into Canaan.
Yeah,
because of the time periods. Because
they
of the
got to do
time
something.
periods.
Because the way the season ended, man.
Did we miss anything? We miss anything in the book of Tariq, yo?
How they gonna get rid of all them drugs? That was my last thing I wanted to say.
He's starting to really get. That's power, yo. That's power, yo. You got 2 days. We need $8 million, or everybody's dead. We're gonna chop your head off. That's
Right.
power, yo. That's power.
Like, you saw him.
He's gonna.
You saw how much drugs was in that warehouse?
Yes. Or we gonna move
Like,
him on
what
Wall
the
Street.
fuck?
It ain't that many noses on Wall Street, nigga.
Nah, not unless them niggas buying whole keys. Like, man. I mean,
Well,
I'm excited to see how they move it through Wall Street. But and it's funny for real because Brayton Favre gonna end up mad as shit at the end of the season because he took him out of school and put him in his business to keep him away from Tariq and the drug game, and they gonna end up selling drugs through his business.
the uncle. Hey Tasha, forget you, Tasha. It's two steps above Tyler Perry, Tasha. Sorry, I missed
Two of
that
them
for the funny
things.
shit. He got the uncle. The uncle kind of a buffer a little bit.
The uncle complicit.
Yeah, he complicit. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna be like kind of like a buffer between the father and Braden. That's how I feel.
I can see that.
But the brother's such a hater. He gonna be on Braden Hills the whole time.
Yeah,
not
he gonna
tell.
find. He gonna try to find a way to take over. He said he just struck me as a snake ass nigga.
You talking about Braden brother?
Nah, the cousin. I mean the uncle, Lucas.
Oh, you saying you can see Lucas trying to take over?
Yeah.
I can almost kind of see that. He might already be scheming in his head for Braden to move that work for real.
Might be. You might already got to connect. And
Right.
he trying to put him on. But I don't know. He just struck me as the type of nigga that one. Why this shit look crooked?
Might be how your camera's sitting.
Might be.
Cause the rum look a little crooked a little bit, so it's probably the camera. Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, that shit crazy. I don't know how they gonna get rid of all them drugs, but I'm intrigued to see how they do that shit through Wall Street. But other than that, yeah, we
does
pretty much
Monet
everything on
find
the
out?
power tip.
Does Monet find this another big one? Does Monet find out that Nona and Mecca were engaged? Does she find out that ring was betrothed to Nona? And how does she react? I mean, she already been on some fuck Mecca shit anyway, but like, does she find out?
I think she
And
probably do. The bigger question is, do Nona find out? And if Nona find out, how she gonna react?
yeah.
Because
That
at the
is
end
more
of the
important.
day, right now,
That is more
she
important. You're right.
she flooding they blocks, and
Right.
she got the firepower to take them out the way they presented her. So
Right.
I want to see how that play out. But I agree, like both
The
of them
clash,
bitches think that the
clash
ring
between
is
them
for
two.
real.
The clash between
I
them
definitely
two.
would want to see that.
All right. So with that being said, do they at that point unite under the fuck Mecca banner, or do they beef? Does Monet reveal that she's the one that actually killed Cho?
Oh, she definitely gonna tell us she put a bullet in his head.
All right. So does Nona have any understanding? The whole Zeke thing, all that shit. Cause Nona don't know about Zeke either. Cause that's
Right.
something that she would have came out with.
Right.
Or that will come out. I mean, it's only the first episode, but I think that they would have put
I
that
mean,
out
she
there
just
in the first-
casually dropped that she knew that he was a rat. So, maybe she do know more.
She definitely don't know about Monet.
No, not about Monet, but she probably knew that he had a kid that he came back here for.
I don't think so. I think he kept that one tucked, yo. Cause that once again, that still goes back to Monet. Okay, who's the kid's mother? You going back to New York where the kid's mother is?
Yeah, God, you know,
Yeah,
maybe
so
she ain't.
I'm gonna say she don't. She knows nothing about Zeke. All of that will come out. And I'm looking to see which way the reaction goes. Is it a fuck Mecca Fest pause, or is it a fuck you bitch for fuck you too bitch? You know what I mean? Or is it one of them?
Definitely gonna be that before Mecca Fest eventually. I think eventually they're, you know, let bygones be bygones or whatever the case is. But it's
So
definitely
the
gonna
Tejada, so
be
the Tejada organization comes back with the bag to the point where Nona is like,
I need y'all.
uh, reluctantly keeps on working with them regardless of all that information. One of them type
Yeah.
situations. But it's still gonna make it harder working with her.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I think most connects I think we're gonna to segue over to BMF. I think most connects are closer to, when I say connects, I'm talking about at the top of the food chain, like you dealing with the cartel type motherfuckers. I think they would be closer to the dudes on BMF than Noma and them, yo. Like, I mean, like I never been no kind of big like to the top of the food chain type motherfucker, so I can't say that I relate to motherfuckers that's always threatening your life every time you dealing with them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, damn, is it really like that? Like, I thought it would be a given that you, when you dealing with that type of money and that type of bread, that your life is in danger. So the damn connect don't always gotta fucking threaten your life every time you dealing with them. Like on Power. What you think,
Yeah.
yo?
They not, I mean, most people don't work well under threats or from threats. You know, they'd end up running through a shit ton of lieutenants if they threatened them and
Yeah,
killed them off the way they pay the hour for real. Yeah, well, most of the time, from my experience, they usually, you know, do vague threats. They usually don't straight out come and tell you that they may do something to you or do something to somebody. A vague thing for real, you know. It wouldn't be in your best interest to not be here on time with my money.
right.
You
I can't.
know,
Yeah. Since we segueing over into BMF, yo, I can't tell who this is that made the comment, but they said that I didn't understand the slow, painful way to deal with
Tasha.
Lamar. I was surprised by that as much as he wanted him gone.
Yeah, that shit was stupid.
That shit was silly. I guess they had to explain why the dude they was basing the character on is still alive. Um,
But they didn't care about that with Kato. They didn't
yeah,
care
I
about
agree.
it when they made B Mickey a rat.
Yeah, snitch. Yeah, I agree with that. That
There
shit
ain't
was
no way
fugazi.
around that. Just
That
like
shit
he should have
that
put
shit
a
was
bullet in
fugazi.
that man's head. He just killed his
That shit
baby
was
mother,
fugazi.
yo.
Yeah,
He just
yeah,
killed his baby mother.
yeah. That shit was
Like,
fugazi.
I'm not handing that
I
nigga no
mean,
motherfucking and then on top of it, why the fuck was Lamar out wandering around with something in his hand that he looked like he was trying to sell when yo just gave him hella money to keep him high?
yeah,
Yo should be in the house drugged up right now.
right. It wasn't that much time that passed by
Had
when
that nigga
when
out
that.
there looking dumb as shit. Like, and it was going to end up happening is he going to end up Yoba or some shit like that, and he going to be a problem again in another season.
I mean that's my big thing. That's my big thing. Like, yo, don't you or go to jail. Really, that's all really would have to happen to him is he would have to go to jail. You know what
Get
happened with
clean.
fiends? You know what happened with fiends in jail? They become super they become super predator fiends. and he gonna come home. He gonna come home strong again, and come home be a menace again.
Like you repeating the cycle. Should have killed him when you had the chance. Like
Yeah,
that shit just
that
didn't make no sense. Like if you
that
gonna
is
change it
no
that much,
no part of the art of war that tell you to do that.
yeah, if you're gonna change that much of the story, that you change that too. He had to go. Like he had to go. Like it ain't no way around it. Like Terry talking
Well,
that other shit.
they all right for what they did. They need to leave. Just leave the door open for Lamar pulling this shit together and being a menace in Detroit again.
They got to.
Then maybe they kill him the next time or something.
Fucking DC Young Fly doing drive-bys on niggas. I'm just not feeling nothing that power. I mean that BMF had going on this last season.
They threw a bunch of shit at the wall this season. They just some popular faces threw some shit at the wall and hoping it's gonna stick. But the the 50 Cent Stars brand is strong enough to just break some good young actors as opposed to have to use star power to draw people in that's not that talented.
Yes.
I get the using Lil Meech thing, but you don't have to bring in Young Miami and have them in a scene together.
Or DC Young Fly and have him try to play a serious role. The only
Was it
cameo they had this season,
was it a serious role or was it similar
yeah,
to Freddie Gibbs' role?
Freddie
To
Gibbs'
where as
role was a
though
serious role.
Freddie Gibbs' role was a serious role that was still played as some comic relief.
Like they gave Freddie, even more so with Freddie Gibbs though, they gave him a lazy eye that wanted to make it comedic for real. They didn't
Yeah,
add no prosthetics or nothing. Like he was just sitting there with a meme mug. You only thought it was
no,
comedic
but no, no,
because
no,
it's
no, no.
DC Young Fly.
The way the dude acted was also some comic relief. And when I say it was some comic relief, all right, you got some killers that might come off silly, but if you know who they but if you know who they are, you wouldn't dare be like you're a silly ass nigga if that make any sense. So if you really putting a real representation of the streets, and I'm not saying that this show is, I'm just saying theoretically, if you putting a real representation of the streets, you can't have all one archetype of what a gangster nigga is. You know what I
I
mean?
mean that's fine. I'm just saying that role wouldn't have came up if DC Young Fly wasn't playing. They didn't like nigga who came back to Monique Club with the shotty.
Right.
He was a comedic, serious role. DC
All
Young
right.
Fly role was nothing but serious threats. Like he wasn't making no jokes, wasn't nobody making no jokes at him. Like he was legit saying, "Stay away from Boom Bip." And then at the end, he pulled up on him and tried to kill him.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't really nothing jokey about him. The fat nigga Monique was playing with him the whole time. And then when he came in, he oh I'm back or whatever the comedy shit.
Yeah, I got you.
In a certain roles, it's just that it wasn't that. The only reason it was is because they chose him as popular.
I can see that. I can see that.
Dumbass popular nigga. But yeah, what else? I mean, that's just my overall thought. Method generally, like I didn't about the season. I think that was the last episode. That's for like.
You mean the next? You mean the next to the last episode?
Yeah, so like the penultimate episode was the best episode, but the finale was mid. Like he didn't kill Lamar. They still doing the same shit with B Mickey. Is he a rat? Is he not a rat? Like
yeah, I mean
I'd have rather them
that
kill be Mickey too. Like,
the whole rhythm of that thing was so phony, yo. Like, oh, we seen the Chinese chick coming from your house. You a rat.
of course they still checking up on me. Like, that shit ain't
Yo,
make
they
no
said they
sense.
still trying
Like,
they still trying to get me to tell.
know that ain't nothing happen. Like, crazy thing. Like, so for him to
So
take him
the
back
problem
after he
the
saw
problem
him with a
is
wire,
the problem is that Lil Meech couldn't get across that he was in a dilemma with having B Mickey with them.
oh, I gotta get a camera. My shit is hella patchy.
They should have had it him having a well he should have been able to express over several episodes that he was having a dilemma with having B Mickey around so that it can build up to the point where he can be saying this last time I don't care what she came for. I can't risk it no more.
Yes, that would have made more sense. But for him to watch him with a wire on, accept
They just
him,
made it
stop
like
his
all of a sudden he like, oh, you're a rat. We can't fuck with you no more, B Mickey.
like you ain't just see him wearing a wire. Like physically with your own eyes, watched him wearing a wire, and you didn't call him a rat then.
It's similar. It's similar. Similar. Very, 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 very similar to what the dude Bosco. I forgot what his number designation is, but he go by Bosco. What the dude Bosco was saying about the T.I. and Boosie shit. He was saying that the streets been calling T.I. a rat. So you wait to this where he actually has paperwork to prove that the quote unquote say he not a rat, to all of a sudden be like, oh, I can't rock with T.I. When the whole time the streets been saying that T.I. is a rat. But now all of a sudden you flipping that and saying that. That's similar to what Lil Meech did. Very, very similar to what Lil Meech did.
Like that shit retarded, honestly. What the fuck was I ready to say? Hold on, real. What was I about to say? I forgot what I was ready to say. I fucked up my whole train of thought. I gotta get a new camera. I was just looking at myself on the stream. I'm patchy as shit.
What you on your phone camera?
Nah, my phone camera probably be better than this. I'm on my laptop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got an external webcam that I use.
Yeah, bro. Say my phone camera probably way better than this. I don't know why I don't never use my phone. Probably because I want to use that shit while I'm
While
talking this
you on
shit.
there, yeah.
But
Yeah, but I mean, I like the show as a fill-in. You know what I mean? Cause I like nigga shit. You know what I mean? But at the same time, yo, it definitely leaves a lot to be desired for real.
yeah, no,
As I
I
think
feel like
about
for
them
the
bringing
the
program to cable TV like Fox or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
I saw a couple little things he said he was doing. I even saw him supposed to do a Grand Theft Auto Vice City situation, saying
Oh, starting a show
like a live
slash
action
maybe
show. Yeah,
reverse through that. That'd
yeah,
be
which is
cool.
dope.
I wonder if I noticed this during the last episode that they showed the judge show with the black The black young lady judge is one of them judge
All
shows.
Rise.
I don't know.
It
It's
used to come on CBS. Now it come on like OWN or some shit like that.
what? It's a lady judge. I'm talking about one of the reality judge type shows.
Oh, it's a reality judge show. I thought you were talking about like a
No, it was
drama.
a reality judge show. But I wonder if that's one of 50 shows though. For them to show that on the actual show on one of 50 shows, I wonder if that's one of his shows. Because 50 always talking about he got so many different shows that's actually running right now. So I wonder which other ones are actually his shows. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right.
So I mean, I'll do the research, but I wonder if that's actually one of his shows. And if it is, that's slick. That means he doing all different types of programming, and he got a young black lady judge on his judge show. You know what I mean?
Because that's one of the best ways to get syndicated. Those judge shows, people love them. I don't know
Yeah,
why, but people love those judge shows.
I don't know. It's the interactions. It's definitely the interactions, and you gotta have a good judge with a wild personality. Cause I know that nigga
It's 12:04.
Judge
Hey,
Joe Brown.
I got
Joe
to hop
Brown
off
wild.
real quick, bro. My fault.
All right, now that's what it is. We actually can shut it down. We actually ran through everything that we was gonna talk about. But that nigga Joe Brown, he a wild boy, yo. You ever seen any Joe Brown content before?
Yeah, Judge Joe Brown.
No, I'm not talking about the show Judge Joe Brown. I'm talking about any judge, because he not on TV no more. Any Joe Brown like YouTube content. Joe
Nah,
goes, man. Joe Brown goes hard, yo. He do not play with none of this nigga shit, yo. Like he don't play with none of it, yo. Like he
I like
he
Joe
break.
Mathis or Judge Mathis. He the one that I used to be a crackhead.
Oh yeah, I went to school. I went to school with people like you. Yeah, yeah.
It was funny.
He funny. He's a little more liberal than Joe Brown. Joe Brown is a black conservative, but he not like a
Oh,
he not one he not a black conservative trying to be like white. Like he's a black conservative for black people type conservative. You know what I mean? Like he go hard. You know what I mean? Like he go real hard. Like I don't know if he's a Republican, but he's like a conservative. Like you know what I mean? Motherfucker. You know what I mean? But definitely check him out because he's still funny. Yeah, but we about to shut it down. I like to thank anybody who came out or anybody who want to check the replay. This is our first night streaming on multiple platforms. So if you watched on YouTube, thank you. I doubt anybody checked it out on Twitch, but it's streaming on there too. If anybody want to check that out, and we out.
yeah.
Peace.